Well, I always write the rollover text after if you hover your mouse over my comic, the Firefox tooltip that shows there's a little box that appears that shows the title text attribute of the image. And that contains a little commentary on the comic, or like a little joke, or an extra punchline or something. And I put that in, because a lot of other comics were doing it, it seemed like a cool idea. And I always write that after the comic is uploaded. Like, I make sure that I feel like I like the comic as it is without that on it, and then I add that on. So it's never an essential part, it's just like an extra punchline that I think of after I've written it. But the real reason for that is then, so people get linked to the comic and they say, oh, this is a pretty cool one, let me click the next button, and next, like, and maybe if they like them, they keep reading and they click through, and then they get almost to the end, and then at one point their mouse accidentally hovers over it, and they see extra little punchline, oh, that's cool, and then they have to go back and read it again. and then they've read through the entire archives twice, and they're stuck. I'm in their brain now. So that's really just an exploit on human psychology.
I've actually been doing something like that. Like, it wasn't really a conscious effort on my part, but I started naming the file names of my comics in just weird ways. And get rid of Sheena Easton, everyone.
Sheena Easton, everybody.
Yeah. I started naming the file names of my comics in weird ways, and
I'm actually doing a panel in front of like 100 people. I'll give you a call when I get back. Okay. Bye.
Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Everyone say hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Yeah, those are fans.
No big deal.
Let's give it up for Andy.
He just needs you for 1 minute.
With
All of us?
No, you. Just 1 minute.
which
Right here. Just 1 minute.
Me?
Yep. Just 1 minute.
Sure.
Sorry, guys. Just got to borrow for 1 minute. Okay.
No, it's good. They took the smart one.
So anyway, my file names.
He's got it.
Yeah, I think Randall just got fired from the internet. I don't know. Hopefully we'll recover. All right. Let's go to another question.
This isn't really just a question. I handed you something earlier in the beginning of this panel, and apparently I have to ask, what did you think about it?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I love
Was it Stinkter Man?
Yeah.
Sphincter Man, yes. Here, let me, in case people came in afterwards, here in my coat. Sphincter Man, everybody. I will be the co-moderator right here.
So you guys all draw stick figures. Can you draw outside of stick figures?
Yeah, try not to.
One at a time.
It's kind of odd. Like, I was going to college as an art major. I was studying graphic. Yeah, amazing.
Whoops.
I was studying graphic design with a focus on like graphical interfaces and stuff. So it's not actual like character drawing stuff. But I did take a bunch of like regular boring art classes where I'd like paint people and have naked people come in and. Life drawing is very awkward because the people that sign up for that kind of stuff are not the exact kind of people you want to see naked for 2 hours at a time. But I did all the boring like major art stuff, and now I draw stick figures, and I used to draw a lot, but now it's been so long that faces have always been the really bane of what I can actually draw.
Be discreet. Yeah.
Okay.
Rehired.
No, we're cool.
Anyhow.
That was really just my excuse to get out and come back in so I could get that cool applause.
Does that always work?
Only when you
Nobody clapped.
Just everyone stare.
I draw.
Okay?
Everyone stand up, like we want to have a standing stare.
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like I can draw to some extent, but I failed my high school art class as far as disagreement with the art teacher. But as far as that goes, no, I like drawing stick figures, and I like drawing in general. And
Have you written
Didn't go to
your
art
art
school,
teacher
though. What's that?
and did kind of a look at me now?
Actually, I have people, I kind of still live in my hometown at the moment, and I have friends of mine who are still in school that have gone up and told her that I make more than her doing actual art. What would be considered art as far as teaching art. Yeah.
All right, Randall, do you draw more than just stick figures?
Really on occasion. I mean, whenever I have paper and, and I'm doing something, and it's really mostly when I'm bored. When I was in class, I would just doodle. And so sometimes I draw things that are more involved than that, and sometimes they make it into the comic. I'll try different things. There's a period where I was drawing a lot of things in sort of silhouette, where the whole drawing is like all solid black areas and solid white areas, and I play with that some. But I mean, there are serious artists who draw so much more and who do such cool things. I'm not flattering myself that I do anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I play with pens and ink and paper.
All right,
In a
let's
way,
jump-
sorry,
go ahead.
in a way, I feel bad, but there's a lot of really
Yeah,
good
God,
webcomics that have
oh, yeah.
amazing art, and some of them just don't get the attention they deserve. Like Casey Green, who I finally met for the first time just a couple days ago. He does the most amazing stuff, and doesn't really have quite the audience pull that he really deserves. And
This stuff's incredible.
He does about 7 comics or something.
yeah, he does. If you guys don't know him already, go to rumblo.com. It's amazing stuff.
Or go to the, what is it?
And the artists.
It's in the artist colony.
colony.
Yeah, it's in the
just
artist
go on
colony. Every one of you should go and at least shake his hand.
Yeah. And then buy
All
stuff
at
from
once.
me.
And then buy stuff from him.
Okay, question in the back.
We had this question yesterday, but yeah, as the same, some of you who have read for a while, or at least checked back to the earlier comics, might have noticed that, at the beginning when I had this little crappy site where I was putting up these comic series called Kamikaze, but that was taken by like 3 other webcomics. So we had this list, and Rob and I sorted through it, and we kind of stuck with Cyan Happiness, which is in one of the comics, it's the ingredients to cotton candy. Yeah. And it was basically his sales pitch to get this person to have cotton candy.
Explosive, on the other hand, has a really shitty backstory.
Oh, that's an amazing backstory. I love it.
It's the lamest website name ever.
It's a funny story.
Explosive.net. I used to animate a lot in high school. Like I did Flash animation, and I kept using the same sound file that was ripped from StarCraft. And there were like different explosion sounds. One of them was explosion medium. It was called explosem.wave, and I used it over and over again.
Yeah, explosive large was explosive.
And my friend would come over. I was like 14. He would point it out and be like, "That's a funny name, Explosion." So kind of an inside joke.
Was explosion.com taken?
.com?
No, we have both actually. We
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
the sound of .net just sounds cool. So you can go to either one, but
And I like the way explosive.net rolls off the top.
Yeah.
So why do you do the forward where you explosive.net/comic and then it forwards you to the other page? So if you try to bookmark it, it bookmarks that particular comic. That's really annoying.
you can just
Yeah, I know, but then I have to go in and actually type it in.
Does anyone else have any
So
usability
lazy.
gripes about their website?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, seriously, what about ours? Do we have problems?
Searching for a specific
Searching, yeah, we
Oh,
get
God, I
that a
know.
lot. We get that
Is
a
this-
lot.
No. We use Oh No Robot, which was the school project. But I know like the person moderating it, there are some problems with spam where there's no captcha or anything, so the submission queue gets flooded with spam. And right now, I think that the girl who moderates that actually just got tired of it, and she's now writing her own system for it. And we might switch to that if it's cool. We also might just tell people to throw all the transcripts up on a wiki and make it searchable. So one of those, but yeah, searching is definitely a not solved problem yet.
yeah. Our comic is actually listed on another search comic search site called Word Owl, and we're sort of working on a vaccine sourcing that we can use to do that by just tagging, so you can look up specific tags for comics. But Word Owl
AIDS,
works as well.
parentheses 437.
Basically that's it. Yeah. Look at AIDS. There's 20,000 comics show up.
I'll give you a thumbs up, Randall. One of the things I do like a lot is that when you're going through the comics and you get to the last one, it doesn't take you to like, I don't know, throw some names out there, Control-Delete, or Lisa Gadu will take you to just a generic index.php or just the generic home site. And so if you refresh it 2 days later, you missed one. Whereas if I hit next on yours, it takes me to the latest number, and then it puts like a pound sign or something at the end
Yeah.
to prevent it from going anywhere else, so I know which one I left
I
off
think we
on.
do that. I think at least questionable content does that. I don't know of other ones. I think with you guys, the next button is grayed out, right? Or is
Yeah, it's just completely gone.
or gone. Yeah.
But where do you end up at? it's numbered?
The
or-
latest comic.
Yeah.
There's never one single page that will regenerate a random comic. It's always going to be, if you're